Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. We're going to dive right into a collective message on the Divine Masculine's thoughts and feelings towards the connection. It could be a message for you, Divine Feminine, telepathically, like they can feel when you're thinking about them. They can feel when you're stressed or uneasy, and they can feel when your thoughts are focused on them, just like you can pick up on their energy really strongly at times, or you might feel like, okay, something's off with them or something's up, and then you get your confirmation. So right now I feel like they know that you're either thinking about them, or I feel like you may know that they're thinking about you. The point is that both of you are coming to this common place, meeting in this common place where you want to communicate, whether it be telepathy. Something else too that wanted to slip out of my mouth was like this person may reach out to you, okay? It could be like a supposed spam call. It could be a text message from a weird number. And then when you reply, it seems like some kind of marketer. No, like it's this person, okay? There's lots of ways to do it. They will download apps that give you a fake phone number for a minute or two so that way they can reach out to you. Like very specific strategic stuff that they do to let you know that it's them and that you're on their mind, okay? I feel like this is more a Divine Masculine thing to do, or many of you may have experienced your Divine Masculines doing it, and the reason I say that is because when it does come through, what happens is intuitively the Divine Feminine knows. You know it's your Divine Masculine that's doing that, or they're behind that energy that's pushing that message, okay? So, all right, let's dive in. I'm going to use the Oracle deck to first just get the overall energy of the Divine Masculines, like while they're away from you. Yeah, the distance is bugging them, okay? Being this time apart is bugging them. What I get to is like they may be struggling with like what to do with the silence, okay? And I shouldn't say struggling. It's like they know what to do, but it's hard to like get the energy to do it. I feel like ascension could be affecting them really heavily, where they don't have knowledge that it's ascension symptoms that they're actually feeling, so it's okay to push through it. Some of your Divine Masculines may be feeling just restless, okay? They may be restless with the emotions, may be restless with the energy. And also, too, when they get in this place of just hating the distance or the time apart, they could get into routines or patterns that make the energy feel overwhelming, okay? And watching you is one of those things that's part of their daily routine. And they need to break that habit in order to tolerate this distance as something that is able to help them to heal. And it is coming up for me, but possession, jealousy, just wanting to consume your energy, Divine Feminine. They're in this place of learning about themselves and the way that they view relationships and they view others and the way that they act in matters of love, matters of intimacy, okay? But they're getting impatient with the separation, the distance between you two, okay? The universe is, however, letting them know, like, if you are tired with it, just calm yourself down and say hello, right? But the reason they can is because they're still caught up in this hostile, lower vibrational energy of feeling like maybe you need to be the one to reach out, or they need their ego stroked by having you be the one to reach out and ask what's wrong and plead and try to explain. But I feel like you're not doing that. I don't know. Maybe many of you are just like, no, I'm staying put. It could be the universe as well that's keeping you put with the self-care card. A lot of you could be bossing up, taking care of your own energy. All of a sudden there's a shift where you're just like, I ain't babysitting nobody. Like, no. Like, I'm just going to go and like take care of my own priorities, take care of my own needs, handle your business. Okay? And I feel like they're upset with that. Maybe they're not used to that energy shift, but a lot of you are just kind of giving that tough love in a sense. Maybe many of you are learning balance on your journey as well, where before you would be like overly motherly, Queen of Cups in reverse, where it's like you just give too much, you're doing too much. Like, you're just doing too much. You don't need all that. Like, let the man handle his business, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's more attractive because then it shows that you trust them. You have that faith in them, right? So yeah, many of you may just be at a distance from them and it's bothering them that you're just like kicking your feet up, enjoying the retreat. It's like you see it as a retreat. They see it as this like distance and you have them on timeout. You're just like, but I'm on a retreat. Oh my goodness, Divine Feminines. Okay, so this is, yeah, definitely not a good energy for them. Okay, really high conflict. That's why I feel too like many of them could be reaching out in ways that it's not really direct because they want you to be the ones to be like, is this you? Like, is this you trying to reach me? But many of you are just kind of playing it coy because I feel like whatever kind of sabotage energy that they bring to the connection, it's something that they have to address. And it has been coming up a lot in the readings with masculine energy, really feeling the turn of the tables because I feel like you mirror masculine energy to them, divine feminine. You know, many of you are showing them that containment needs to be an important thing when you're in the divine masculine energy. Okay, you can't let emotions get a hold of you and just consume you. You have to be able to contain those emotions and be able to give space and be able to, you know, sort things out and not get so wound up or so wrapped up. This is somebody trying to control the way that they respond to you as well. Maybe you're the one who you're quick to give space, or you're quick to be like, you know what, like, you know, let's just hold on for a minute here. And it's not in this vindictive way where you ghost or anything like that, but you might just want space, and they have a hard time with the fact that, like, you dare say that. They should be the ones in control of that. But again, you know, this is part of learning. Many of your divine masculines, they're like, damn, like, why do I always mess this up and get overly sensitive and, like, not be able to, like, keep my shit together when I'm around this divine feminine? But you guys are getting all of the triggers out of the way. You guys don't know each other's dance yet, your inner harmony, like what makes you tick. Because I feel like after spending a long time on the journey, it's like you get to know your counterpart so well that it's like you end up shifting things about yourself that you know might be extremely triggering to them or create disharmony in their soul. So you guys aren't at that place yet, but I do feel like you're on the journey to the point where it's like this moment has been triggered between you two, and the divine masculine for the first time ever, I feel is like stepping back and asking themselves, or they may be recognizing like, okay, you know what, like, I'm sabotaging this connection. Okay, and it's not about reaching out, it's not about who reaches out first, whatever the case is. The universe aligns communication. Just remember that on the journey, okay? The universe aligns communication. It doesn't matter if it's the divine feminine, it doesn't matter if it's the divine masculine. When the universe is ready for you two to communicate, they will literally put you in front of one another. So it's nobody's reaching out. Oh, what if, look, let's bump into each other in the supermarket. Let's bump into each other at the airport. Let's bump into each other with cars randomly driving by each other. Let's bump into each other by, you know, seeing each other in an odd place at a very odd time where it's just completely inconvenient, and it tells you, bam, like, I am definitely on this journey. That's how communication ends up happening here, okay? What I mean by a shift or a change is that when communication does happen, you're going to see a difference in their energy. It's going to be more compassionate towards you, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, there's balance, right? Like, many of the divine masculines may be like, damn, I freak out too much. Like, I really need to calm my shit down. You know, like, they're seeing it as some kind of, like, does that come off, like, as feminine? Is that turning her off? That, like, I don't have that kind of self-control, that I'm not able to be a safe space. It's like, she gets triggered, I get triggered even worse type of thing. It's like, no, they're learning to just, like, stay the course, okay? And that's because many of you are learning to self-care. You know, I feel too with the divine feminines, a lot of the shifts and change will be around silence, allowing your divine masculines to lead by speaking, talking. Many of you might find that you over talk, right? And then they don't get a chance to speak or reveal anything. Or many of you now are you're just observing. You're observing, and you're letting them lead, and you're letting them give to the connection. And I feel like in turn that's gonna spark less conflict and less triggering, right? Because sometimes divine feminine, when you're in that energy of like over talking and overcompensating, over giving, it's like it sends off that signal of like you're doing, right? It's so attractive when a divine feminine can really just be in the awareness of receive the information first before you even react. Okay, blink slowly and make eye contact. Okay, let's see what message wants to wrap this up from your divine masculines as they're kind of triggered by the distance right now, okay? Yeah, surrender. Okay, reaching out Very, very interesting here, guys, because I told you guys somebody is definitely reaching out. Okay, the universe is maybe trying to show them that it's like, you're never going to have luck trying to communicate with the divine feminine like that, because I am in control. I am in control of when you two communicate. Don't reach out to the divine feminine, because what you're doing is you're fearing the distance, so you're not trusting in divine timing. Instead, work on your triggers. Work on the self-sabotaging thing. Work on the guilt that you're carrying within yourself that makes you react in a way that's overly emotional when dealing with your feminine. You're overly emotional, you stop providing a safe space. You stop providing that space that is constant and that is, strong enough for the divine feminine to release all of this powerful energy onto. Okay, so I do feel like two people, again, yes, you're experiencing separation, but, it's for a really important reason right now. It's to get you to surrender to trying to reach out to one another for answers and really just, look at the stuff that's coming up within you. It's more so, too, for this divine masculine that I am picking up a lot of these heavier energies for. Also, too, another message that I am getting as I'm looking down at disharmony, and especially this guilt here, is, you see with the self-care card, whatever you do, they do, divine feminine. So if you guys are surrendering the need to reach out to them to try to fix this, and you're just laying low, you're taking care of yourself instead, pouring that energy that you're tempted to give to them, taking it and be like, no, I need it. I'm going to give it to me. So you guys are doing that. In return, I do feel like many of them could be understanding that they need to get sober, okay? A lot of them that have been trying to reach out impulsively and have trying to control the outcome, a lot of them are like, yo, I do stupid shit when I drink. I really need to, stop that. This could also be part of some of the conflicts that you guys have experienced, or some of the sabotaging ways that they have. Maybe they act, again, stupid when they reach out to you, or when you guys communicate with one another, or they might call you after they've had some liquid courage enough to reach out, but then by the time you guys get to talking and exchanging and interacting, maybe bonding, boom, they get triggered in conversation because they're under the influence, right? So it's you're hyped up. So I feel like these are things that they're just yo, I need to take a break and I need to really just look at myself. No one's able to make them do that, right? In other artificial, superficial relationships, these people don't care. It's you act stupid, I'm going to act stupid too. But with the divine feminines, it's what do you think you're doing? You will create distance, you will create space, you will put them on a timeout, and boy, does it hurt when you do. Right? Because you're drawing boundaries. You're triggering them because you're drawing boundaries. You're showing them what it looks like to love yourself, to self-care, right? To not tolerate anything that is not in alignment with how it is you see fit, for yourself. Okay, walking away, it really does hurt them, but at the same time, it kind of makes them swallow with that big lump in their throat and go, okay, all right, I respect your boundary. Because the love they have for you doesn't go away. Right? Just because you might put them in their place, or you guys are going through separation or whatever, it doesn't mean the love and intensity and the feelings for you just shuts off. That shit can't shut off. They might ghost you, they might block you, and many of you are like, oh my god, it's the end. No, it's not the end. It's the beginning of getting rid of a major trigger, or realizing something about themselves that's keeping them away from you, and they're gonna fix it because they don't want to be away from you, right? The minute they are, yeah, okay, fine. The first, few days, couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever. Sure, fine. Go off, they're doing their thing, but then the synchronicities hit and they go back into this energy of having to surrender, because if they don't, constantly in a place of needing to reach out to you for that validation that you're still doing this dance with them, right? So, yeah, that's my rant on the masculine's energy for tonight. If you guys would like to connect further, reach me on Hipsy. Check out my memberships section if you guys are interested in digging deeper into some of the more sensual readings. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next reading, okay? Use the code TWINLOVE15 on Hipsy, and that gets you 15% off all of my reading services until February 15th. All right? Take it easy, guys. Bye.